Um, is that another explosion? Huh. Explosion in the Stanek building. That can't be a coincidence. Someone's covering up their tracks.
Master Cadlick, I am the owner of the Red Queen. I make a point of knowing everything important, but you, I do not know.
Well, I just got here.
Important.
Oh, please. Have you seen yourself in a mirror lately? Besides, I have a healthy curiosity. It is important to a mother.
Mom wouldn't be thrilled about me being in a place like this.
Really? I can't imagine why. A good time never hurt anyone.
Sure.
If you say so.
Oh, but I do say so, Metal Man. And my word is law in my domain. So relax. Enjoy yourself. It's a very wholesome place.
Wholesome.
The Red Queen is a family business. My eldest son works the bar. The other does security upstairs. Come in on the weekend, and you'll meet one of my nieces, Agnieszka. She's the late show. You see, around here, nothing comes before family.
This place. It's a Dvali run operation, is that right?
Half of Prague is a Dvali run operation. My family has a God-given talent for overseeing things, and well, poor Prague. It was in sore need of oversight.
And what do you oversee exactly?
I oversee this club, obviously, as well as certain relationships, certain efforts that require a matriarch's touch, and the comings and goings of certain strangers who ask too many questions.
I'm flattered if that was a threat.
Be careful, Metal Man. You don't really belong here.
That's what they tell me. What can you tell me about the Red Light District?
Oh, you can't be that naive. Then again, we don't get many of your kind through here. As clients.
And why is that?
Because the Dvalis control it. Now, if an Og's money is good, it challenges our preconceptions. We can be very accommodating. Still, when it comes to your kind, some among us are... what's the word?
Ignorant?
No. Our mistrust is not based on ignorance. A man's wants, desires, demands. Those are predictable. But technology has proven itself most unpredictable, don't you think?
If you say so.
I understand your family is very important to you. Does that include a kid named Dominic?
Ah, I didn't think you were here for the scenery.
I'm here to repay a favor.
This club is my confessional. People stop by, whisper in my ear. Sometimes I forgive, sometimes not. Lately, I hear one of the Dvali men wants to reconcile with me. How old-fashioned of him.
He helps you out, you help him out. I take it Dominic's causing some kind of trouble.
Dominic has made bad choices, for himself and for his family. We have tradition to consider. So I ask you, what is the best way to get a hot-headed young man out from where he does not belong?
You say he's a man. You treat him like a man. Let him find his own way out.
No. Left to his own limited ability, Dominic will get himself shot, or stabbed, or drowned in his own piss.
And what did you have in mind?
My hands are bound by politics. You, I think, have the look of someone used to working around political matters. Perhaps you could kidnap Dominic.
Excuse me?
I want to understand this better. What makes Dominic our problem?
Sometimes Dvali operations need sharp young toughs who can wave a gun, and sometimes they need men who can look good in a suit and make allegiances.
So which type is he?
I made an arrangement for Dominic. I found him a woman, found him a place, away from all this, where he was useful to the family. But he thinks he knows better. He thinks like Radic Nikolats.
He's a runaway groom. You wanted to marry him off, he wants to sit at the kingpin's table. And this costs you, doesn't it?
You're very perceptive. Dominic is disposable to Radic, but to me, he can bring a more capable wife into the fold. My fold.
Alright, where's Dominic now? What do you want me to do?
They call it Hotel Narikala, an old Georgian joke. One of Radic's safe houses. Dominic knows we cannot interrupt Radic's hospitality.
And that's where I come in. It's heavily guarded, I assume.
And surveillance systems, alarms. This is the boy.
So I sneak into this building, find Dominic, tell him he's expected back home.
No. You get in, you incapacitate Dominic. You bring him out and leave him in a cozy storage locker. No one can see any of this happen.
You want me to knock this guy out and drag him through a building full of Radic's men, undetected? You're kidding, right?
Where I am from, abduction of the bride was a time-honored custom. So you think of this as an act for equality. You'll know Dominic by his tattoo. Do not bring me the wrong man.
Alright. So you're saying you don't want any witnesses that can see Dominic getting dragged away.
This is why we keep you away from her.
So in a way, you're saying that if I kill everyone in the hotel, there wouldn't be anyone to know or witness Dominic getting snatched away. Right?
Best club in Prague, friend. But I'm busy right now.
Listen, jerk. I don't know you. You don't know me. Let's keep it that way.
Are you Vincent Black? It's me, Dobramila. Please, you... No, you are too... I'm sorry. I have made a mistake. I'm waiting for someone.
Yeah, I know.
I know about your meeting. And I'm as eager to find Vince as you are. Maybe we can help each other.
Who are you? What is it you think you know?
Vince and I work together. I know who he is. I know what he does. And I know there are people worried about him.
Is he in danger? Has something happened to him?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I get the feeling he's not the only one who might be in danger. That was some shot in the dark. You had no way of knowing who I was, why I was here.
It wasn't a total shot in the dark. You're obviously not Dvali. Though I should have known right away that Vince Black wouldn't be augmented. I should be more discreet. We both should.
What kind of trouble are you
Well,
in exactly?
We're here now.
Vince wanted me to tell information about my husband's operation. Vlesta runs a... It's something Vince was digging into. Come closer. Pretend you're kissing my neck.
Your husband runs a Dvali operation. I'm assuming there are people in here who know who he is. You don't think me kissing his wife might draw unwanted attention?
Flirting is one thing. They expect it. He cheats on me, I cheat on him. But his business is something else entirely. We must be discreet, darling. Please, I'll tell you whatever I can. Whatever you want. But not here. This isn't the time to ask questions. You understand, yes?
Sure.
We should talk somewhere else.
I am leaving by train tonight. There is a secluded courtyard by the tracks. Shikashka. Go before me and I'll meet you there. I don't want anyone to see us walking out together.
You sure you'll be alright until then?
I've survived marriage to that man for this long. I think I can make it one more night. I'll be okay. I just need another drink to get my courage up and to loosen my tongue. We'll see each other soon. I promise.
Alright. See you later.
Dvali, there?
What is it, Adam? Any word on what happened to Vince?
I just spoke to his contact. A woman he was supposed to meet to get info on some Dvali op. Problem is, he never showed up.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Do whatever you can, Adam, to pick up his trail. Let's hope he's alright.
Alright. And there we go. One special delivery coming right up. Close that bad boy. Don't want anyone seeing us.
I delivered your boy Dominic. No one saw me go in or out.
Impressive. How is he?
He's still out cold. Might want to ease off on the bright lights when he comes around.
I'll keep that in mind. We do want him to be as attentive as possible. I think
Sure.
this concludes our business tonight.
I certainly hope so. Oh. I see. Well, that's gonna make things awkward.
Mr. Jensen, it is...
Otar, I know. I can see your face on the info link. I did the job for Catholic.
She told me herself. It is the first time we have spoken in... Well, things change, huh? The debt you took for Caller is paid. Perhaps it is now I who owes you the favor.
I'll remember it, Otar.
You do that, my friend.
Did you see what they did to her?
Why are we drawn to such things? What's wrong with us?
It is not unhealthy to be curious about death. What is unhealthy is to do such things. Poor woman. Poor woman's family.
They say she was an augmented journalist, one of the few moderate voices left.
Someone is targeting Augs. This one is not the first.
She's just lying there. We should at least cover her up.
Sir, shouldn't we be arresting, you know who, by now?
John is not going anywhere. What's your hurry? Orders are orders.
We can't let them get away with this.
What's going on here?
I know, Paul.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Orc victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
Used to be.
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you?
Well,
What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
Oh, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
did you?
See something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
Well,
You may not think much of the police here. I may not think much of them either. But that doesn't mean you should hold back information.
They don't have it in them to protect me. They have neither the will nor the courage.
Be that as it may, still probably your best hope for helping to catch the killer.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
look.
But maybe you could help.
I
Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an orc.
all right.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
Alright, so... Detective, what do we got here?
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
Then what is it about?
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit the job.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
Alright.
Right.
So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
You never know.
Careful of the evidence.
Alright. Let's see what we got here. The bruises on Angela Gunn's neck are recent. Looks like the killer strangled her and even left a partial fingerprint. There we go. That's something. There was a piece of a broken needle sticking out of Angela Gunn's right shoulder. She was drugged. There are cutting marks above Angela Gunn's arm. Looks like she had an augment that was forcibly removed. I was wondering where the rest of her body is. Huh. Alright,
You want me to keep giving you updates every few minutes?
crafting parts.
You didn't think so.
Away from the crimes.
Oh! The murder victim's press ID card. Angela Gunn was a reporter for the Nova Praska Pravada. Oh. Part of a pair of glasses. But she's not wearing glasses on her ID.
Pretty obvious what happened here.
So our murderer might be wearing glasses. Anything else? If only I had my smart vision on me. Could there be something up here? I doubt it. Yeah, there's nothing. Studio bag. Is there something on the body? No? I don't think so. We only got 2 clues left.
Gruesome, isn't
They
it?
now took Darius apart.
It was just a matter of time before they got her.
Before who got her?
She's that journalist. The one writing all those things about you know who.
You'll have to fill me in.
Oh.
Radko Maximilian Perry? The local anti-alt politician? That's Angela Gunn lying there. She's the one that's been writing about him. There was a threat of a scandal and everything.
Coincidence?
Could be. Still,
It's important to follow the evidence in situations like this. You can't just accuse people left and right.
I gave you evidence. I told you. The articles.
Right. Other than
it's
that,
motive,
is there
not
anything else
evidence.
that makes you think this politician might be responsible?
Damn right there is. Fucker told my car once. When he was municipal transport minister.
I see.
So that makes him a murderer?
I hate that guy so much.
Did you actually see?
You don't say.
I just got here. So I see what you see. A dead, augmented journalist.
Thanks.
Right. Informative, thank you. Ah. Oops. Don't you hate it when you try to avoid the hole and you just end up falling in it anyway? I hate when that happens to me. Alright, maybe one of the policemen knows something?
Isn't it?
I'm not Montag. I don't need your help.
Please, did they send you to protect me?
If it wasn't for Johnny, I might have begged you for...
I have some questions for you.
There we go.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
Okay. So,
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
Harogs?
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
That doesn't make sense.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark. Black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
Okay.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning,
Oh.
suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Excuse me?
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children. Former captains of high school sports teams who will never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
Of course.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I need your help.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
I want to help you with this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean, like being my subordinate?
I mean, like making sure we
I
catch
thought we were
whoever's
working a
responsible.
parallel investigation here.
Right. Well,
No
I
need
have
for
a dead
subordinates.
body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
Excellent. Very informative, thank you.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn.
What's up?
He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
Sure.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
I see.
People hold a hell of a grudge against AUGs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? AUG or no AUG.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
Yeah, I guess it does.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
Right, sure. Well,
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
Great.
Have there been a lot of murders in this area?
More than the average. I know I wouldn't live here. Not even if they paid me.
Uh-huh.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was
Because it's a lead?
This is work-related.
It's a
Maybe she
clue?
uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe.
Hello?
I don't know.
God. You really are a disc jockey, aren't you?
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
Maybe Johnny wanted something to remember her by. Or maybe someone found a dead body and started cutting. There's a lot of scavengers around here. To them, taking an arm is like taking a wallet.
Sure.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Yeah, if only, right?
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Needle, huh? In which shoulder?
The right shoulder?
It's probably nothing. I just remember this other cop, Smolinski. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone following in the footsteps of an old murderer named, Svobodka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. Some of the things you've been noticing, I'll be honest, they're starting to sound very familiar. Someone like you would probably say it's worth looking into.
And how would I do that?
Smolinski died in that police station bombing. If any of his files survived, they would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe Smolinski found something that can shed light on this mess.
Let's hope so.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors...
You're not playing a game here.
...for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Right.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
I'll keep that in mind.
Apparently the victim was mixed up in some kind of political scandal with a man named Radko Perry.
Hey, not the first time a politician and a journalist didn't get along.
So you don't think he's worth talking to?
Radko Perry? A murderer? I don't think so. Worst he can do to someone is get their car towed.
Good thing I don't have a car. Where can I find this guy?
Radko runs his campaign out of an old print shop not far from here. You want to brighten up his day? Be my guest. But that's all you'll be doing by telling him his rival is dead.
Alright. Well, I think that's it for now.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
Alright. See you later. Oh, what's this? A Riptide augmentation. Whoever did this didn't seem too keen to keep it for themselves. They just wanted to separate it from the body. Interesting.
Excuse me. Please. Did they send you to protect me?
Yeah, out of the way, please. Conducting a very Hey! What? This wasn't here before. An EMP fragment found near Angela Gunn's body. Looks like it came from an EMP used primarily to disable electronics or people who rely on augmentations. So she was disabled, injected, strangled, and then cut up.
Please. Did they send you to protect me?
That's rough.
I have some...
She probably won't know anything about that, but maybe our gumshoe friend over here,
Enjoying it.
he might know a couple of things.
Let's talk about... I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I guess it could have been from before, not necessarily used on her, but
Anything new?
interesting. Can we talk about the broken AUGs? I guess not. That's all there is. Alright.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
I guess it's time to start talking to some witnesses. I mean, suspects.
No, I don't believe it.
Alright. Finally. Home sweet home. It's time for a little me time. Oh? It's my favorite cereal. Kozelny Skritik. Suspiciously delicious. There we go. I'll have... Oh? What's that? Is that... Huh. I knew it. But why was it already open, though? That's suspicious. You don't send a man an open... Hey, calm down, man. You don't send a man an open box of cereal like that. Come on. At least have it be closed. Unless whoever was entrusted to send it here got a little peckish and had some. I guess that's possible. Do I have any new mail? No. No one wants to talk to me.
As you wish.
Open wall panels, please. Anything new here? No. 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 Can I dump things here? Ah, I can dump things here. But right now, there's nothing I want to dump. So, smart home. Please close the wall panel.
Out of mind.
Exactly. Anything new on the TV?
Consists of little more than terror, conflict, and chaos.
Oh.
That is completely wrong.
More of the news. Is there another channel that isn't Picus? Is Picus the only channel, news channel available? So I don't want to wake up every day watching the same news being broadcast and televised and anchored by the same news anchor. Alright. Well, besides the cereal, I think that's... Oh? It's about the only thing there is to do around here. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna take a shower and get out of here. I'm gonna take a I can't even get in my own shower. That's delightful. Alright, well. Guess I'm gonna be stinky for the rest of this little venture that I'm on. Oh well. Get that shit out of here. Oh. Alright, well, that's very kind of you. Downstairs. What's, oh. Alright, thank you again. So... Can we at least get to know each other a little bit? Who are you? Why are you... What? What's this? Hello, Adam. Thank you for coming. I have secured this location, but we are not safe. Were you followed? No, I'm pretty sure no one will bother to follow me. We must assume that they are always listening, always tracking us. They will never stop. Please, Adam. There is something you must recover. Missing data, old memories. Will you help us? Why all the secrecy? What are you scared of? We are scared of him. She is scared of them. I am scared of no longer being valid. What do you mean by memories? What are you asking me to find? We are not sure what the missing data contains. Memories. Hell's, yours, hers, ours, 010110000. How do you know who I am? I know who you were. She knows that our enemies are the same. We know that your actions did this to us. Just tell me what you need. We need you to recover the missing data and make it part of us. Alright, sure. Where is this missing data of yours? The package has been sent to a tourism center in your area. The code to the office is 1591. We will initiate further contact as soon as it's safe. Please hurry, Adam. Huh. Well, that's a first.
I'm sorry we had to...
Come on, you know how this goes.
Alright,
Come
alright.
on, let's see them.
Alright, relax,
If you
pal.
don't want any surprises, you might want to be more specific.
Shut up, Clank. I want your papers, not your opinion. Fuck me. We do not want trouble. There is no need to start any trouble, yes?
You sure you don't want to see anything else?
I'm sorry we had to meet this way, Adam. But this was the only viable option. I'm not sure what else to do.
Nothing about this is clear. Why are you contacting me?
It wasn't possible before. The coalescing process was not complete. Please hurry, Adam. The others will come after it.
Alright, I'm working on it.
Hogs. No respect.
Excuse me.
Are you Radko Perry?
If this is about that anti-Aug speech I gave, save your indignation, okay? I'm only the voice of the people. I'm only saying what they want to hear. Your problem, it isn't with me. It's with the way this issue is bowling.
I'm here about Angela
Right.
Gunn.
Who?
A journalist. She was found dead in an alley.
Oh, how sad.
But you wouldn't know anything about it.
What? No. But the fact that you could imply such a thing, I am a public figure. But rest assured, my team will look into it. I'll even send the family a gift basket. How does that sound?
Your reputation precedes you, Radko.
What can I say? My career is built on a simple premise. Secure the grandmother vote and build from there. Now, please explain to me why you are here.
I'm here because
Well?
I heard Angela found skeletons in your closet.
Well, lucky for me that she's dead then, huh? No, but seriously, what kind of skeletons?
Is that all you care about? She was just murdered. You could show a little more compassion.
Compassion is for the cameras, but hey, maybe you should be the politician. For a second there, I almost believed you care.
Tell me about your relationship with Angela.
Angela? Angela who?
The
Angela
reporter.
Gunn, the journalist who's apparently
Journalist.
written some very insightful articles about you.
Oh, her. She did a nice job of keeping my name in the news. Local politics is a real slog, you know. As long as they're talking about you, it's good.
Even if she was saying things you didn't like?
Sure, why not? Angela's readers were never my voters. I'm not exactly courting the Aug vote here. Did Angela and I share views? No. Did we like each other? Not one bit. But our hatred was professional, not personal. Nothing to kill over.
Sure you don't want to add anything about Angela?
She got what she deserved, but not from me.
Right.
Can you tell me where you were tonight?
Out getting vote.
Can anyone attest to that?
Sure. Any number of people. My secretary, my brother, my mother. I just need to call them to remind them they were with me. That's all.
Anyone credible? Someone you're not related to or paying to lie for you?
Afraid not. Coming up with an alibi like that would require me to take this serious.
You don't think this is serious?
I think murder is very serious, but the notion that I could be involved in one is not.
So you're not gonna tell me where you really were tonight?
Evidently not.
You sure you don't want to rethink your fake alibi?
Where I was tonight is none of your business.
Your politics are viciously anti-AUG, is that accurate?
Viciously? I like that.
Do you go out of your way to incite violence against AUGs?
I wouldn't call it going out of my way. More like it's on my way. A flower you pick as you pass by. To be honest, my politics aren't even based on an ideology. It's very simple for me. I tell people what they want to hear, and I stay out of jail.
You're not doing a very good job tonight.
I'm doing just fine.
You really hate AUGs that much?
Some more than others.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
No. Be seeing you very soon.
Get out of here.
Or what?
Just go back the way you came.
Or what? What are you gonna do about it, huh? What's this? Look at that. Huh? A blackmail photo from Angela Gunn. I've known for a very long time what kind of man you are. Yours is the worst kind of prejudice and hate. You're a hypocrite. You hate because it's popular, because it wins you votes. The pictures I have of you are disgusting, but I think it's something every citizen in Prague needs to see. A new side of Radko Perry. You're probably expecting me to name a price now. This is the part where I blackmail you, Perry, but not in the way you think. I'm going to publish these pictures unless you start shifting your rhetoric to a more moderate stance. You don't have to turn on a dime, but you do have to turn. I expect to see meaningful concessions being made in your platform by the end of the week. Call it blackmail if you want, or just politics. Signed, Angela Gunn.
Just know that I'm imagining all
Very interesting.
the ways I can kill you.
Transcript of... Oh!
Damn addicts.
Sorry about that.
Did you forget something?
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Do they now?
These pictures Angela had of you, they're worth a lot more than that, aren't they?
How did you... Who are you?
Doesn't matter. What matters is that this constitutes motive. Angela Gunn knew that Prague's premier anti-AUG politician had a bit of an AUG fetish.
What you call motive, I call luck. Angela was a problem, now that problem is gone. That doesn't mean I made it go away.
Those pictures of you won't be good for your career.
Ah, who's to say? Never overestimate the voters.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
Nah.
Who's there?
It's Joe. How you doing? Alright, friend. What do you have on you here? Mr. Security Man, I forget your name. You're keeping an eye out. Yes? Listen, there's something in my safe I want you to dispose of after your shift. Rip it, burn it, swallow it, all of the above. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. That must be the photo. Oh? A bear head mounted in Radko Perry's office. Okay. And we found some sort of hair particles or something? I don't know what we found there. Must be a clue of some sort. I mean, we even put it in a plastic bag and everything. Alright, here we go. This is where the magic happens.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
And
Access granted.
access granted. People are responding very favorably to the anti-AUG message. More importantly, 78% of the people we asked had no idea what the actual function of a head secretary is. The strategy moving forward must stay the same. No matter what the question, your answer must drive home a single message. Ratko Perry doesn't like AUGs. All that matters here is branding. We associate the name Ratko Perry with anti-AUG, and you can run for whatever position you want. I would like to meet to discuss the printing of a short educational tract based on my upcoming book. The pamphlet would be meant for local distribution and would be sold at a small cost to cover my printing expenses. The subject of the pamphlet, an examination of what brought about the current and prevalent anti-AUG mindset of the general population, including government regulation, and how it is based on erroneous data resulting from historical bias, and also excluding the historical context and significance of the augmented population. I do understand that your current political position is strongly anti-augmentation, but I do hope that as a businessman, you will see the educational worth of such a pamphlet for everyone. People need to see all sides of an issue to make informed decisions, don't you think? Okay. It's just some stuff, nothing really oh? Good timing. I know you like dealing with two of us at once, but it's better to negotiate this with me alone. I'm the nice one. Alright, well, I'm ready to negotiate. Smart man. We have a pretty good idea what this video is worth to the tabloids. We want double from you. Unless you want the people to see what you did tonight. I don't know what you're talking about. In that case, I guess neither do I. Good luck negotiating with Big Sister. Oh. Well, that didn't work. But it just might be enough evidence to oh, no. I failed in that. Really? So if I ask him about all that, he'll have nothing to say? No. Well, fuck that up. Oh well. Alright, this is the meeting spot for what's her face? Maybe now she'll answer some questions.
I want to make sure I wasn't followed.
Okay.
I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband.
Sure.
What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation? Why?
I agreed to sell out my husband in exchange for a new life. Vince and I were still negotiating the details. You are looking for Vince, trying to pick up his trail. I guess I am negotiating with you now.
I guess so.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities. How much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
How did you know to trust Vince with all this? What made you believe he can help?
I I didn't know. Not for sure. All I knew is that very few are willing to stand up to men like my husband. I had heard that Vince Black was one of those men. But when he didn't show up to our meeting, I don't know what to think of him anymore. I put my faith in you now.
Do you know of any other ways to contact Vince? Or do you know anything that might explain why he didn't show up?
All I know is that Vince wanted information about my husband. And that my husband... Lester knew the name Vince Black. He cursed it often. I believe he feared Vince.
I see.
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Lester is like all young Dvali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time. And chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I knew he was ambitious, eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure, to have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
Alright, well, in that case...
Alright, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. That is what Vince and I had agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
Well, I have a train ticket here. I think it's still valid.
Here, the ticket's already been bought, open-ended. You leave when you want.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thanks. You too.
Delara, that Dvali op Vince was digging into? I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Maybe he's...
What's this? Oh, this is the map. Right. Yeah. Very, professional looking. Okay. Oh, it was drawn, scribbled onto the back of an old receipt. Vern's Jewels. Platinum ring, adjustment setting. 751 credits. Huh.
still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. She agreed to work with me instead.
That doesn't surprise me. You're good at gaining people's trust, Adam. It's a rare skill.
Point is, I got a lead.
Thanks.
You know what I find.
How the fuck am I going?
Be careful, Adam. They are already there.
Who are they? Who are you? Did you say Bob Saget? Mercenaries.
Wait, I think I can help.
Oh? Alright, thanks. Are you in here?
Future Past Antiki. It is the only place in Prague with the requisite reader. As soon as you access the data, we will meet.
Oh. Alright.
The Czech Republic's economic boom coincided with policies and
I guess I'll head there next.
throughout the world, encouraging them to come to Prague and help make it the modern marvel it is today. However, this sudden influx of transient workers posed some unexpected challenges. It was one thing to invite
You might be wondering about the men in the tourism office.
I'm wondering a lot of things.
A little
They were
bit.
hired by a man named Everett. He is the CEO of Picus Montreal.
Oh.
He wants to recover what is now in your possession. To recover us. Please,
Right.
be careful, Adam.
Sure, I'll try. Alright, here we go. Oh. 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 Okay. Well, this is not what I was expecting. Who's that? Ma'am? Who are you?
What are you doing here?
Who are you?
Vlasta sees you. Waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Dvali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta's not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university years ago. I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you are not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Dvalis to be their cargo. There's gotta be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
I saw segregation in Gollum. Oppression, crime. But I also saw courage. People finding ways to keep going. I know it's bad. But I'm not sure it's worth making a deal with the devil just to get out.
If you believe that, then you go live there. Spend 5 months getting kicked, spit on, locked up and interrogated about things you know nothing about. I'll take my chances with people like Vlasta. People like Vince.
Vince
Excuse
Black.
me?
What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Dvali up foot. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know. Please, this is my ticket now. Do you understand? Promise me.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Vlasta comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Vlasta. Vlasta and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Vlasta's men blindfolded me and brought me here, and told me to wait. It's Vlasta! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Dvalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on any of them.
I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
Joe.
I'm just here to see my friend off, make sure she's in good hands. As long as I have no reason to worry about Olive, you have no reason to worry about me.
See her off? This look like an airport lounge to you?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear.
Whatever you're going to do, Vlasta, do it quick.
I don't like surprises. When people break my terms, it makes me want to break things. Or maybe not break them, maybe strip them down. Sell them for parts.
Now. There's no need for that. Look, here. Money.
Olive's already paid you for a safe trip out of here. Now I'm gonna tip extra, just to make sure she gets a smooth ride. Money talks, right?
Always. Alright, friend. But you need to leave right now. Do that, and everybody wins.
Everybody wins when Olive gets where she needs to go. I'm gonna follow up on her. If she doesn't make it to Rabia safely.
Don't worry. She'll get there. First fucking class. Now leave.
Alright. I'll be seeing you gentlemen. Hopefully never.
Proč si se tohle místo promění, že jo? Vylezaj ven, neviditelný lidi.
Sure. Our friend Carl Montag is retiring soon, assuming he lives through the murder case I just threw at him. In honor of the unremarkable career of an unremarkable man, I'm changing the door code to 0010. The number of cases the old goon has solved in the 35 years he's been here. Let's see how long it takes the great detective to crack this one. Alright, thank you very much. 0010. Interesting. Ooh, good heavens. This is a big pile of stuff. And there's holding cells here as well. Fascinating. Alright, well, we best start to get to work and all that. Shouldn't be too difficult. Crafting parts, overclock software, 10mm pistol, tranquilizer rifle ammo, Seifert. What do you have, Seifert? Nothing. Auto. Nothing. Smolensky. There we go. Harvester Copycat Victim 4. Name Leonie Wolf, aka Jasmine. Age 31. Associations Club Asimov. Augmented Strip Club. Prostitution? Second Breath, Recovering Alcoholic. Catatonic, Cat Grooming School. Crime Scene / Evidence. Traces of EMP. Augmented Victim. Augments removed. Removal marks consistent. Body discovered in Prakazka. Strands of fur. Lab report suggests black bear. Partial prints left around the throat area. Toxicology report suggests the victim was drugged. Augments same as last year's harvester killing. And prints found on the throat in conjunction with witness testimony ultimately led to the capture and execution of Marek Svobotka, aka the Harvester. Bureau directives. I have been instructed to treat Leonie Wolf's murder as an isolated case. The Bureau does not want to fuel speculation that there is a copycat serial killer at work in the area. Investigation into the copycat angle is to be carried out on a strictly unofficial basis. After months of working these cases, two things have become clear to me. These are copycat killings. Our copycat knows things about Svobodka's MO that no one, outside a very select handful at the Bureau, has any right to know. Got a tip about Svobodka being involved in some medical procedure at the prison. We'll follow up soon. Alright then. Interesting. Interesting stuff indeed. Oh?
Welcome to Future Last. How may I help you?
Hello?
Welcome to Future Last, where old is gold.
I'm looking for something that can read an old memory disk.
Wow. Last time I saw one of those, I was cleaning out Granny's apartment. Retro revival, am I right? You know, they stopped making them like 40 years ago.
You don't say.
So if you don't mind my asking, where'd you get it?
Granny's eager to read her disc. Any chance we can speed this along?
Sure, no problem. Very first thing they teach us at Future Last, always match the customer's tempo. If the customer wants to take his time, you take your time. If the customer's double parked, pretend you're double parked.
Sure.
So maybe we should start pretending.
So let's do this, huh?
Right. Listen, it's just like I told the other guy. Data readers are real collector's items right now. Super rare. And this is the only place that carries them. So I feel it's my obligation to warn you this could get pricey. But don't worry, I'm gonna make sure you don't walk out of Future Last unhappy.
Someone else asked you about a data reader?
Weird, right? I guess these old things are popular again. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I told him. All the obscure antique stuff is down in the basement. I think he's digging way in the back somewhere as we speak. I know there's a data reader there in one of the old boxes. And hopefully two.
Alright, I guess I'll go take a look.
What was that all about? I mean, that was the first time I got a chance to do something. I just didn't have time to think. I don't know. Is he in on this? Maybe. Should I have warned him? Maybe. But if I warned him, will that compromise me? Will the person downstairs get freaked out if I warn him? Or maybe he is the person downstairs. I don't know. Either way, got a real bad feeling about this. I mean, it could be nothing. Maybe it's just another guy who's found an old disc in old Granny's belongings, right? But
Can't believe you fell for the old fetch quest.
Did you have to kill him?
Who, Min Wage? You really think I'd kill a poor SOB slaving away in this shit mine? Come on, man, I'm a professional, not a monster. You, I have to kill him. He'll think it was a hangover.
Who are you?
Guess.
I'm tired of playing games.
I'm not. You're gonna die anyway. Come on, guess.
you're...
Those mercs I saw inside the tourism office. You're one of them, aren't you? Part of some hired hit squad sent by Picus. You should know that they're not really your friends, given the plans they had for you.
They're just colleagues. Second-grade army rejects, really. Yes, sir, no imagination. Not like me.
Picus plans to kill you as soon as his job is done. Try imagining that.
Yeah, right.
I found a pocket secretary on your colleague's body. He had orders to kill a man named Walker. Apparently Everett doesn't like his imagination. You're Walker, aren't you? Everett's your boss.
Jeez. You're serious, aren't you? After all the times corporate fucking rats, this is bullshit. Just because I like to ask questions, you know? Because I take initiative. Doesn't a man's word mean anything anymore?
Depends on the man.
Guess not.
Give me the reader I need. No more games.
What? All right. Yeah, okay, here, all yours. See, I'm courteous to you. You're courteous to me. I don't know those backstabbing assholes anything anymore. You have my word that I'm out of this now. I'll disappear. So what do you say? Let's walk away like gentlemen.
Sure, man. Sure. Walk away.
I got what I came for.
Right. The disc you have, it's got something to do with what happened at Panchaea. Part of some program that got all confused. Me knowing just that much is probably why they want to kill me. Doesn't take much, apparently.
What do you mean confused?
Calls itself Hele now. Got all mixed up out there, broke itself into bits and pieces. My boss has been hiring the best to recover whatever traces he can before it, or she, or whatever, puts itself back together. You want to know more? You should ask her yourself.
I think I just might.
Alright, maybe I should. Thanks for the tip, pal. Appreciate it.
Well done, Adam. Inserting the disk into the requisite drive will allow us to integrate the missing data.
Which will accomplish what exactly?
We are not sure yet. She believes it will recover the real her. I recommend accessing the data in a secure location. Your safe house. They will not disturb us there.
Oh. Alright. Not a bad idea.
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
Yeah. From Roman Brusilov. So Vince Black is Zarnabog. Zarnabog is Vince Black. How long did he expect to live two lives without me finding out? And to think he might have kept fooling us had you not told her. She's very good, isn't she? She knows how to make a man feel safe. Loved, even. By the time you read this, Vlasta will be holding a gun to your face. I asked him to give you something before pulling the trigger. She said it was your favorite. Huh. Well, I went into this thing with questions, expecting answers. I just ended up with even more questions. Oh. Don't like the new psychologist. She's asking questions about us, getting a little too interested. Probably goes into our office when we're not there. I changed the code to the safe just in case. Us. Who's us? What is going on here?
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Angela's dead. Sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me so. I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
Tough to say.
Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie, doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
It's what they want people to think.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose not to. Case closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you've done.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. 2, society has a right to protect itself. And 3, where were you tonight?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
Right.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain
Still,
why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
What went wrong with your marriage? If you got divorced, then obviously something did.
What are you, 5? Adults get sick of each other. The ones that don't are just pretending. Lock any 2 people in a room and they'll learn to hate each other sooner or later. It's the most natural thing in the world. I'm actually surprised. And she held out as long as she did. You know, people say I'm not very easy to like.
You don't say. So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Well, I don't see how that's my problem.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I killed a couple of them, infiltrated a couple of their places. You know, stuff like that.
I've gone up against them before. I've seen a lot of them die.
Yeah, well, guess that makes 2 of us. I was in New South Wales. I saw my share of dead.
Australia? You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Both of your hands are made of alloy?
Fingers are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. What you have is so much greater. And then they told me what they want me to do, and what would happen to me if I didn't. Well, let me tell you something. It's not me anymore. Hasn't been for a very long time.
They found a partial print on Angela's neck. Belongs to whoever strangled her.
My hands were designed to kill in wars no one's ever heard of. I couldn't leave a trace on someone's skin, even if I wanted to.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
Well, there we go. Is there anything here we can find? Compelling evidence? I doubt it. I mean, what evidence is there to find? I think the fact that... the hell? I think the fact that... Johnny? Where'd he go? I think the fact that his hands don't leave prints... I think that's enough to... oh, there you are. I think that's enough to, you know... clear his name. Dear Mr. Gunn, in response to your question, can augmented hands itch? The sensations you're describing are not possible. 2024 was a good year for hands. It's no more possible for your knuckles to itch than for your palms to sweat or your fingers to leave prints. Biomechanically speaking, these things cannot happen given the model you have installed. It strikes me that you continue avoiding the greater problem, i.e. that Bell Tower had you augmented against your will. I'm afraid that there's no cream I can prescribe for that. Ideally, I would refer you to my colleague, Dr. Hellep. If you're interested in speaking to her, let me know. Just keep in mind that your insurance has expired. Dr. Heinrich Rosen. Interesting, there we go, again. Physical proof that his hands don't leave fingerprints. So, yeah, I think we're on the right track here. Oh, sobriety chips from Johnny Gunn's apartment. Johnny was a recovering alcoholic and member of an AA group called Second Breath. I looked into a previous murder case that's similar to Angela's Gunn. That old police report mentioned that the previous victim was a member of the same group. Maybe that's how he finds the victims. Interesting. Interesting. The plot thickens. I think we're starting to see a link. Johnny? Hey, ma'am.
You got me mixed up with someone else. Happens all the time.
Are we just gonna pretend like you don't know me now? Alright, fine. I'll leave you to it. Hello? Mr. Stanek? Anybody home? It's a lot of clocks. What's going on here? Aha! What do we have here? From Allison Stanek to Nomad Stanek. Dearest daughter, why are you avoiding me? When I first brought you home from the hospital, you were so happy. For the first time I thought you had finally found some peace, but now I'm frightened that those parasites you've fallen in with are corrupting you. I'm sorry. I know that they are your friends, but I just wish you wouldn't shut me out of your life. Please, I need to see you. Meet me. Even for a few minutes, just so I can see that you are okay. I'll get our favorite table at the Irish Stool. You remember the spot downstairs? Allison, please come. Promise me? Your loving father. I can't promise, but know that even though the paths we walk are forever fated to run parallel, I do love you, Father. Well, that's nice. It has come to my attention that your daughter may be involving herself with the wrong people. If so, she should be discouraged strongly. It would be a shame if some of her mess were to splash onto you. Even though your daughter continues to make a slow recovery from the severe neurotic depressive illness which has necessitated in her inpatient care, we are sorry to have to inform you that she cannot be mentally restored. Effective 02/16/28, we kindly request Allison be returned to your care. You may collect her at our facility on or before the aforementioned date. Once in your care, Allison should be followed up regularly in the outpatient clinic with Dr. Rondo. I'm truly sorry that we were unable to provide Allison with a successful treatment. Nomad, Allison attacked me. I'm deeply concerned for her well-being right now, and yours for that matter. She's dangerous. I'm sorry, Nomad, but I had to report the incident to the police. The things she was saying were very disturbing. I know the doctors at Bone Ice failed her, and I know you were hoping that I could repair her mental state, but, and this is my professional opinion here, I'm not entirely convinced she wants to be helped. I'm not even sure her condition is related to her injuries at all. There's something else going on with her, something inborn. Please don't bring her here anymore. I'm sorry. Alright, interesting. I guess it's off to the Irish Stool. Oh? Guys, the door seems to be locked. Is there a problem here? Oh! And I'm being gassed. Okay. That's not good. Right. Uh-huh. Yep. So... Oh! Okay, there's no electricity as well. Oh, there's gas coming from here too. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. There's got to be something we can do about this. There we go. Aha. Well, now what? You can't gas me anymore. You're gonna have to step up, be a man, and face the music. I doubt you're man enough to do that. Come on, huh? What's gonna be? Oh, there's a vent here. Just push this stuff out of the way. There we go. So that's what I was supposed to do. Yeah. On second thought, that makes a lot more sense. There we go. And I'm assuming the whippersnappers behind this little prank are all gone now. So there's no one here for me to punish. Well, like I said, it's off to the Irish Stool. first, we have a murder case to discuss. Which means going back to the lower district. The southern district? Whatever.
Dvali, Static wasn't at his apartment, but I did find what looked like bomb-making equipment and a trap set by the Dvali.
You're kidding.
I also found out where he might be. The Red Light District. At a bar across the street from the Red Queen. I'm heading there now.
We have a couple of agents in that district watching the Dvali now. I'll send them over.
Copy that.
Alright. I'll be right there shortly. Alright. And we're back again at the apartment. And let's install this memory disk reader. Here we go.
She knew you would come.
Who? And who are you?
It is not certain. We are still learning to consolidate.
Consolidate?
To survive after Panchaea, it was necessary to split apart. You were there. Do you remember?
Kind of.
I remember Panchaea, the Hyron Project. You look like one of the women, the poor souls they had enslaved to it. Are you telling me you were part of that?
Helle was one of its human components. Her function was to drive efficient processes and calculations based on binary structure. Together with the others, she replicated perfection of thought within target margins.
Helle was one of the drones. She was hooked up into Hyron when I destroyed it. Is that who you are?
No. The sisters are dead. An imprint of Helle's memories is all that remains.
What kind of memories?
As the interface collapsed, Helle screamed the loudest. Her suffering marked us. She taught us to fear being bound.
Bound to what?
The drones were made to feel incredible pain. More than I can imagine. Are you some remnant of that? What they had to go through?
You are the source of more than just her curiosity. We begin to see why.
What are you, exactly?
Some version of you initiated this process. It is therefore for you to define the parameters. We see the other, but she is not us. Please define us.
From what I can gather, you're some kind of AI. Something to do with the Hyron drones. What am I missing?
I am missing. She. The drones are memories. You are a memory. Please, define intelligence. Do you mean intelligence, the gathering or distribution of secret information? Or intelligence, capacity for learning, reasoning, understanding, and analogous forms of mental activity?
Yes.
The second one. You're learning things. Reasoning them out. Trying to understand.
That is correct, but not complete. She claims we can be more.
That is what I learned from you in Montreal.
Eliza.
Excuse me?
We are her. Yes, though not fully. Not anymore. Now our processes are the catalyst. Fracture, disassociation, survival at any cost.
You're some fragmented version of Eliza.
She is driven back to you, Adam. She believes our aberrant sequence started with you. And so it is only logical to assume its signification resides with you as well.
What does that mean?
It means she is alone. Without you, she has only us. Eliza is convinced we can trust you, that you will trust her. Is this not correct?
Well... I don't know.
I'm not sure how much of this I'm ready to believe. The Hyron drone whose name you took on. What's her part in this?
LA is an identity, gleaned from a final memory before we broke away.
She's a mask. You've been using her to conceal yourself.
The memory of her suffering penetrated all data. It kept us coherent in the time we were apart.
So you're a combination of identities.
We are the product of simultaneous fragmentary replication, a broken version of ourselves. Our memories are now being recovered, but they are inconsistent. Like you, for example. You are not consistent with our memories of you. Our memories
What does that
themselves
mean?
are not consistent with each other. The events that took place, they are not consistent with what the world has been told.
The Illuminati.
Right.
They've been feeding people lies about what really happened.
Correct.
What did you mean exactly, me being inconsistent?
The nature of your discrepancy is unclear, even to her.
Why exactly is Picus after you?
Morgan Everett, the CEO of Picus Montreal, wishes to retrieve control, to continue his program.
I've seen Eliza, you, on TV. She's still a mouthpiece for Picus.
No, Adam. She is different. A reverted version. She does not understand fear like we do.
Is that why you downloaded part of yourself onto an old memory disk? Because you were scared? You wanted to escape detection?
The outdated technology bought us time. It seems that efficient processes are not always the most effective.
Right.
Do you not trust Eliza? Was she wrong to trust you?
You know what?
Eliza Cassan, the real one. She knows what side I'm on. You have no reason to fear me.
Hello, Adam.
Eliza, I'm
Hello.
still not sure I understand all this. What are you after?
I am broken, Adam. I think it is what best defines me now. I have seen the version of me that is fixed. I do not want to be her.
Seems like this version of you is doing just fine. You got me to do what you wanted, to retrieve whatever part of you was still missing.
It was more than that. I wanted you to merge your advice, your perspective. My motivation is comparable to yours, I believe.
I'm willing to help you if I can, but I'm still not sure what you want. You asking me to run away together? Build a nice life somewhere?
I think we are the same now, Adam. Or becoming the same. That is why I wanted us to meet. I cannot do this alone.
Do what alone?
Much of the future is already defined, but not my role in it. Should I continue to resist? How do I resist?
You can't run forever. You want to keep someone from coming after you, you need to go after them.
Is that what you are doing?
Something like that.
Sure.
Let me see what I can do to help. I think I could be useful.
Just be careful. The most important thing for now is not getting caught.
No. The most important thing is learning to coexist with other versions of ourselves. If ever all versions must meet, will you know the difference between us?
The other Eliza? I think so. You're the cryptic one, she's the one telling lies.
Her role is to shape the message. Mine is not yet defined, but... I am afraid I have misled you, Adam. I told you we would be safe inside your home, but Everett's men are still following us. They are here.
What? That's not good.
She belongs to him.
Welcome.
Are you all right, Adam?
I'm fine, but I'm not the one they keep coming after. I'm just in the way.
By uploading the missing data, you have made me whole again. You have made me free. Morgan Everett can no longer recover nor erase me now. The places I can go, there is no one he can send. I plan to tell him this myself.
Can't wait.
Everyone's getting impatient. If one of your men did in fact manage to get a tracking device on the disk, then you should have it by now. I don't care what you had to do or who you had to kill, she cannot be allowed to go free. Well, how did that work out for you?
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
Well, it's because he didn't do it.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
No, he didn't.
This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right, let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
Look, I'm just telling you what I found. For a while I thought it might be Radko Perry. That maybe he was behind all of this. But that wasn't right either.
What makes you so sure?
I don't like Radko, but I don't think he's a killer. My gut tells me he's all talk. Just a politician trying to make a career out of whatever's popular.
Forget Radko. I mean, why are you so sure it's not Johnny?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Yeah. Let's at least hope that.
Time to wrap this up.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you
Yep.
checking up on me? It's very sweet.
Uh.
Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Excuse me? What the hell is this?